Good morning, everybody. This is Clicken Bricken Coffee Time with your host and hoster or hostess. I don't know how to pronounce that. But anyway, me, Clicking Cliff, and the Brickable Cow. How you doing, Cow?
Well, I was doing okay until I was just insulted.
What were you insulted for?
Well, I'm not a lady, so hostess doesn't count.
Well, I was trying to,
Two, I'm not a Twinkie, so that don't count. Hostess Twinkies. You see what I'm going with that?
Well,
yeah. I'm more of a hostee,
Right. Well, guys, anyway,
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm okay. Happy Friday morning to everybody. Hope everybody this is a good start to everybody's weekend. Don't forget Mother's Day coming up Sunday. If you have a mother, make sure you tell her hi, Happy Mother's Day, or something like that. Good morning, Seth Bland. Coming from
or those that fall under that category. I slipped up and I was talking to my ex about the kids and whatnot, and she's like, "Oh, I want to take the kids. It's early on Sunday," and I'm thinking, I'm like, "But why?" And she's like, "It's Mother's Day." I'm like, "Oh, you don't go down that route. My bad."
Make sure you tell your mama Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
We all that don't know, this is just a podcast. You don't get to see our beautiful faces on Friday mornings. This is a podcast for you to do whatever you do in the background. Have something to listen to as you drink your coffee, or whatever you're doing, building Lego, drawing, whatever you're doing. This is something to have on in the background. We do drive this podcast from the comments. If you do want to comment in the comments, we do steer our conversation that way. So if you have something important y'all want to bring up and we can talk about, don't be shy and say hi. But anyway, I may start this podcast out on a note. I don't know if it's rumored or actual fact, but there's actually a set number. But there is this. Should we play the music first? I guess we got to play the music for this.
You know what time it is, Cliffy's rant time.
Yeah, we're going to start this Friday morning off with a rant.
That was a beautiful song.
I'll tell you what. I don't know if y'all heard. I have a good buddy that I like very much, and his name is ZZ Sultanfuss, and everybody knows he's a big Zelda fan. He loves Zelda. He lives and breathes it. And he was, back, when we first heard about this set coming out, man, he was so excited, wondering what it's going to be. He was really excited to get it. And, well, the information came out yesterday about it. And it is a, like, 2,500 piece set with 3 minifigures and a tree. And you know how much they're wanting for this tree and 3 minifigures?
How much?
$300. Now, y'all being Zelda, if any of y'all Zelda fans out there, I feel for you that you are getting ripped off, screwed, all in one. Okay, what I heard is supposed to be like a diorama, and has 3 minifigures. It's got the Breath of the Wild Link,
okay.
and it has another Link.
So you get different.
Yeah, you get 3 minifigures and a tree build.
A tree, okay.
I think they could have probably cut this set down just into a diorama of maybe a small tree or something out of the game as iconic to the game. I never really played. I played the Breath of the Wild. I got into it for a little bit, but I've never been I never was into every Zelda game. Like from the first one till then. So I don't know what would be considered iconic in that game. But I think they could probably shrunken that down, still gave him the 3 figs, and then gave him a little diorama
right.
of some, of a scene in the game, and maybe $100. I think that'd been more reasonable. But $300 for I'm assuming this tree's got to be gigantic,
How many pieces? You said 2,500.
3,500.
Yeah. It's got to be fairly big.
And I think that's just way too much. $300 for that.
Hey, it could be price per piece, each one $1, so $2,500. I'm kidding.
I'm just saying. I mean, Seth says I never played Zelda. Well, I haven't really played it either than the Breath of the Wild, but still, all the Zelda fans that were out there. I don't know how many people in Lego that likes Zelda. I only know the one person, and that's Zizu. And he says there's a lot of people out there because there's a lot of people who built them sets for the ideas that never did pass. So there's obviously people out there that like Zelda. That's really into it. And so Lego's going to give them a set, but for $300.
Yeah, right. Well, so say like your idea, you got put through on ideas, but it didn't quite make it. Are you able to then resubmit it again? You see what I'm saying? Wouldn't that?
I really don't know how all that works. I've heard some rumors, and now I don't really want to speculate because I do not know.
Right.
I mean, I've heard as far as that Lego, after you submit your idea, Lego owns it for some years or some of that. But I don't know I don't know the real gist of it because I never really looked into it. Because, I'm fairly new in Lego, guys. I'm 2 years, I think. I've been in Lego.
Yep.
And I didn't even know there was an ideas program out there for a little bit. I saw the theme, but I didn't know what it was all about. And I haven't got into it, so I don't know. Part of the hobby I didn't get into was ideas.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be pretty talented in Lego, to build a MOC and to submit it, and
Yeah.
win. So that's one. I don't consider myself an elite MOC builder or even a MOC builder at all. I built MOCs, but I'm not nowhere.
Yeah, even though when you do build mocks, they're freaking amazing.
Well, I appreciate that, but I don't consider myself even in the top level. I'm in the bottom. I'm an F lister that comes to MOCs. Okay. If you look through the ideas, man, their stuff looks amazing. And well done. I mean, it's just crazy. But I mean, that was in my rant today. It's just like I couldn't believe that
Yeah.
Lego finally came out with a Zelda set for all the Zelda people out there, and they're trying to take their arm off for
Mm-hmm.
$300. It's like, you know,
What?
dude,
What?
I can't take. Okay, let me think. If I was looking forward to something, say like I'm new, I'm in Lego, I've been dealing with all the Star Wars, been dealing with all the Jurassic Worlds and Harry Potters and whatever you feel like you're they've been waiting on. So, in the Zelda came out, I'm very excited about. Yes, finally something that I truly enjoyed playing as a kid on my Nintendo or whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
and and then you get the price point of $300. It's like a stab in my gut. Like really,
Or a
all the
diehard
time I've been
fan.
supporting all these other things because you didn't make a thing that I really liked, and you finally do. And I've got to work 10 times overtime to get it. It's just crazy. Now, I mean, there is some non Lego that makes Zelda sets. I don't see. But this was, Lego's chance to
Yeah, this will be. Oh, sorry. This will be your chance to get an actual Lego Zelda fig, though.
yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. And those minifigures are going to be expensive on Bricklink or on the eBay's and Amazon.
Yeah, that aftermarket, sheesh.
It's going to be crazy.
What's up,
Hey,
man?
Mayo,
Good
you're
morning.
feeling better. But yeah, I mean, I mean, hopefully it wasn't a sour note to start out the program, but it was something to, I was thinking about last night. When I saw it, and I feel for Zelda.
See, so this is a prime example of I don't really know how to call it. But it's its own work at its finest. We'll say that. Because I don't know the word, but why? I don't get why we're still being gouged from Lego. $300 for a Zelda set. I get it's a new license per se, but like this whole thing started because there was uh, new changes coming and this and that with Lego, and then another excuse came out as to why the prices are so high, and then another excuse. Why are we still so high with prices? Why are we still gouging people at $300 a damn set?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I was watching Cafe Corner yesterday
Mhm.
afternoon or late afternoon or something, or one of her streams. I don't remember when. But she was talking. We were, she had a conversation going about that. About Lego is getting these big sets. Why?
Mhm.
Why? Why are we wanting these big sets that cost a lot of money, like the Millennium
Mhm.
Falcon, the UCS
Right.
sets? God, I mean, just big. Why can't we be happy with a smaller set that costs a little bit less? Um, I understand there's details involved. It may not be as detailed or whatever it may be, but you know,
Yeah.
like the Titanic. I mean, it's crazy money, and I mean, people obviously buys them because you see people building them all the time. I built the Titanic,
I'm sure it's still being bought.
but I mean, that's why Lego does it. I think is because people are buying it. So why not? Why if I can make $800 on some things?
Well, see, so I laugh in my head because this is how my brain puts it. Lego is a child's toy company, or I'm sorry, Lego is a toy company at which they were targeting children for a very long time. It sounds wrong when you say it like that. As
Well,
as to where they were putting their profits towards, okay? And so
they're geared for children. Yes.
yes, they're geared towards that. But anymore, it seems like you're right. They pop out so many of these huge, fantastical sets that we need, or that we feel we need, for $400 or $500. But that's all we ever get anymore because they know that we're hooked into it, and they know that we're the ones paying for it, not the kid.
Right.
So we're gonna buy us something over the kid. You see?
Well,
Just saying.
they started. Lego's a good thing. I mean, you can still. You can still buy a set for what, $10. It could be a
Yeah,
little.
barely.
It's going to be like 100-piece set or something like that. I mean, it's going to be very small. And I was thinking about that the other day. It's like, dude, why? Used to those small sets. You don't get very many parts in them anymore. It's like it takes you 2 seconds to build. It's not even the point of it.
Yeah, yeah,
But then you got to think. Even with the city theme. You know how much I gripe about the city theme. The facades and the little cheap builds. I've got to keep telling myself, that theme is literally aimed for the children. I mean, getting a cop car. We're not really the Legos not necessarily. Yeah, we buy it for our big city and stuff. The cars, the vehicles, and
yeah.
we'll buy 3 or 4 of the sets to make one big one. But as a child, that's good for them. $20 set gets you, a car and some minifigures and maybe a
Get you
little.
further than you were, right?
I mean, as a kid, but the adult aspect of it, that's where you get, the creator expert and stuff like that. The adults welcome thing, and you
Uh-huh.
get creator cars as those bigger things. It costs a little bit more money. I've never,
My
I
my
just
my
can't believe they're coming up with a set that's you know that cost eight, 600, 800, and $900. It's just crazy to me. Even as an adult, man, I just can't see paying something for.
Do you? I know very little about marketing and numbers and stuff like that, but the aftermarket. Do you think that by Lego doing stuff at like this, producing so many high numbered, how high valued figs and whatnot, do you think they can probably? Do you think if they continue on the upward here? My question is, do you think that they would crash the aftermarket on the resale value because prices would then be too high for anybody to keep up with?
Well, I don't know. I mean, look, this is the same argument I have with Brett Bills all the time.
That
Okay,
he's a donut. That's the argument I have with him.
no, no. He likes the vintage stuff. He likes to go get these sets that's been retired for a few years, and
Mhm.
and so he's willing to pay $200 for a set that came out was you could buy it for 40.
Mhm.
You know, I I hate that's the only part of this hobby that I hate is when it retires. The price Lego don't depreciate it. It either stay the same or you'll have to pay more for it after it retires.
Right.
And that's what always hurt me about this hobby that I love is that the aftermarket, after it retires, you get that set. So what that does, that creates FOMO for us.
Mhm.
We see all these sets that they're just pounding every month. I mean, all these drops month, and it makes some people feel like that if they don't get it now, they're never going to get it
Right.
because after it retires, it's going to go up $200. And then you got to pay almost double for it. And to me, that's not worth it. I'll be one of those that probably would, I would try to part it out of my own Lego. Things may not be the exact same as a set, but it's still going to be the set. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like say the Lion Knight's Castle went out, okay, went retired today, and it's already a $400 set. And watch, they'll, of course, price will jack it up to 600. If I can go to BreakLink and part it out as for $400, that's what I do.
See, that's a good point. So, like the Yellow Castle, I've always been fond of it, of the classic look, and I could totally build that out of the random
Well,
yellow box I got.
no, you can't
Yeah,
because you look at the parts.
exactly,
There's one part in there that's very just for that
Ex-
only came out in that one set, I believe.
exactly. So, my point with that is, yes, you may be able to build majority of it out of your own parts, but sometimes you run into that issue where you need that one specific part to continue it or finish it. You see, so
Right.
it's not always that easy.
Well, but okay, you go to BreakLink and you can buy that part. It may be that one part
True.
maybe a little bit expensive, but okay. So you may raise the price of that set up to like if it was $40 to be $45 because you had to buy that $5 expensive part
True.
instead of going out on BreakLink and having to spend $1,000 for the set. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
One thing you won't get is the box.
Right.
The game in and then I
And
mean,
the instructions. Yeah.
well, you can get this. You can buy the instructions,
Yeah. Okay.
but it's just in the base plate. See the base plate, the raised base plates in some of them sets too. It'd be expensive.
Hmm.
Yeah, the base plates and all that. It just maybe there's an arch in there that I think that's some kind of arch or something there that if you want it to be correct, like the part you're missing or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, the
Now I'm fancy.
I don't know, man. It's just the aftermarket. They, what Lego really needs is Mega to step up their game a little bit and give Lego competition.
Hey,
And you may not see as much price hikes as there is possibly. I don't know. Lego still probably charge and raise their prices, and the people that are dedicated to Lego will still buy Lego and not Mega. So that may not even work. But I don't know. I I did not. I don't like talking about Lego prices because it's
what?
never ending. And I know I started this podcast out with a Zelda set that way too much money. But yeah, I don't know. It's just
Mayo got me thinking here. He keeps saying this. and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot, and it got me thinking about whatnot. Whatnot is also another one of them. Would it be considered an aftermarket sale? I think it would because it doesn't specifically sell Lego as Lego gives it to them. You see, so I guess whatnot would be considered an aftermarket, but
Yeah, because
they
they sell a bunch of retired sets and stuff. So yeah,
yeah, and I feel like that's kind of half the issue for some of the pricing too. Is well, not like the pricing, but like the aftermarket pricing is you can go on that app and you could go get a minifig for cheaper than dirt or sometimes more expensive than you ever spend on something, like
I stay
just
away
the
from.
worst thing ever. Like that's nothing but a death trap for your pocketbook.
I really try to stay away from whatnot. I do not like whatnot. I go on there to support friends that are selling, like Haley and Hoosier. But
Mm.
when they're done with their sale, I quickly uninstall the app.
I feel bad for them Star Wars guys. I
I
don't know.
don't I don't like it. I think it's uh, I don't know. I just for me that thinks that they got to have everything in Lego. It's a bad place for me to be because I could probably spend my Lego budget in one day on whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not going to do me no good. I remember when the most expensive set was 2007 million Falcon 500. The 200 now, almost all AFOL sets are above 200. The scale and price has gone. Yeah, yep, it's going to keep going up too, and they're going. And it's just there ain't no. I don't think there's a roof. I really don't. I don't think there's going to be a limit for Lego to go. I think when they finally break the $1,000 mark on a set,
They're going to do it. You watch.
and I'm telling you what, that'd be so crazy if they ever did that. I mean, I'm not talking about after taxes. I'm talking about just the. I mean, when you buy it, it's already $1,000, not including taxes and shipping and stuff like that. It, I think if Lego keeps doing it, I think they're going to price out a bunch of their loyal Lego
Are they
fans.
going to put themselves out of business? You see? Are they going to end up running themselves in the dirt because of it?
I mean, there's a lot of
Hmm.
people that I know ain't buying Lego because it's too expensive.
Yeah. Well, and there's still a lot of majority of us who are, and I think that's where Lego is still being like, oh yeah, we got them now. We still got majority of them buying from us. Like it's because we keep going back because we can't stop.
It's crazy. I don't understand it. I mean, I fall in the same trap. I buy Lego. I haven't bought any Lego in the last month of this month, but I usually try. I put it in my monthly order. And good morning, Miss Ingrid. Um,
I am Miss Ingrid.
but now I haven't heard a lot of people just can't afford Lego because it just gotten too expensive. And I think you know what? I just kind of noticed something. And this could have been always the thing, but I just now recently noticed. Um, a lot of people are going into mock building now more than buying sets,
Yeah, I've noticed that we are starting
and
to get mocked up.
I think it's because they're tired of they're tired of spending the $200 and $300 on a set where they can go buy parts and more parts cheaper, off of BreakLink or somewhere, and they can build their own stuff. And I think that's you know the direction a lot of these people are going, so they can still they're still in the hobby.
Hmm.
They're not paying $800 for one Millennium Falcon.
I wish there was a way for Lego to direct a theme towards mocking, like somehow.
I don't
Uh,
think there'd be a way to do that.
Well, I know creators kind of like that. You can kind of sort of use them pieces and quote unquote mock your own something, but like yeah, you know what I mean. Like a if only there was a way that they could do that more themed towards helping you out with your mocking process. I think that would inspire a whole lot of new builders to break out.
I don't think they can though. I don't
Yeah,
think. I don't think. I mean, I understand Star Wars. There's people who does mock Star Wars and mock Harry Potter. I mean, stuff like that. But I'm talking about making just mocking anything. They're mocking. Making, let's say, a castle or like Will does. Will Harper. He's mocking himself a modular building. Um, People could spend that money they're going to buy on one set and buy a bunch of brick and build 10 different things with it. You know what I'm saying? Not just stuck, not doing one. But okay, I might take a look at this wrong, but have you noticed there? I say there's a lot of people going on mock buildings, but have you seen the creators out there that doesn't even know what a mock is?
right.
They don't have inventory of Lego at all. They buy the set. Hey, you can use the parts for some else, and they're like, "What? What do you mean?" Like what? I ran across.
Well,
I did because I say this because I ran across on TikTok. There's somebody doing a live stream. And I don't know what I was doing, but I was just had it on listening, and a guy, I guess he read a comment saying, you have this and you built a mock out, used parts for a mock, and the creator's like, why would you do that for? Like you can't touch this mock. I mean, this is a set. You can't take parts off this set and use it for something else. What's wrong with you? That's how he reacted.
mhm.
I'm like, dude. And then I heard somebody ask him, "Do you have any bulk or inventory?" And he's like, "No. Why would I? It all goes on my set." He goes, and they ask, "What do you do with your extra pieces?" And I saw this twice. One actually said they throw them away.
The extra pieces.
Yeah, and then I heard
Wow.
another creator say, "Well, I just put it back in the box and put it in my closet."
I used to keep mine in my baggies. Yeah.
But I can understand that the second one, but throwing them away? Are you kidding me?
Right.
It's like they cannot use their imagination more than just. Now listen. When I first got into Lego, I didn't have inventory. I bought a set, and I built a set, and I put it on a shelf. I mean, I was just like them. But then I start looking in the community, like, man, they got a bunch of Lego just in there. What do they do? Finally, well, that's probably a set that they broke down, or they went and found bulk at a garage sale, or I didn't even know what bulk was at first.
Yeah.
I mean, these
Do you?
people have been alive forever, and you see all these sets. They have hundreds of sets on their wall or on their shelves and behind them. It's like, now obviously you're not new to the community, you're not new to the hobby, and you can't believe somebody would take down a set and build something else out of it.
Do you
Right.
think that like? Do you think Lego higher ups are mock builders at all? Being in the game for so long, being around brick for
You know what?
literally do you, so do you think like Lego higher ups are mock builders at all? Like being in the system the whole.
I think the designers are because they have to come up with the set. So I believe that the designers who are designing the set are
Mhm.
the mock builders because they'll put the brick, they'll build it first.
Mhm.
And so I consider them the set designers more of the mock side of it. I don't think
Mhm.
Lego itself is going to mock a lot. I mean, like but I think Lego designers that create the sets at first are mocks, but they're actually creating sets. But they got to come up with it first. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and is it really their creation? I mean, I'm sure there's a team of designers that designs one, designs stuff, and I don't know.
And Lego takes credit for it all. I'm kidding. Yeah. It's actually Lego designers. How dare they? Oh, yes.
I still can't believe how much Lego has pull in the world.
Right.
I've heard. I tell you what, you know, I'm big on our rights here in America. Your freedom of speech. Freedom. Of speech. When I first got into YouTube and stuff, I was talking to a creator, and he said, you can't say this live because Lego will shut you down. Like, how in the world? How are they going to shut you down?
Mm-hmm.
And then I see him do it. It's like, are you kidding me? It's like, what? There was somebody making videos, and they put out leaks or whatever. And then I guess Lego sent them a cease and desist, like, you stop that, or we'll shut you down. I mean, like, wow, you can't. I can't believe Lego. Like I said, I can't believe Lego has that big a pull on people. It's just crazy.
Right.
Like, they can't tell me what I can and cannot say. But literally, they can. It kind of takes me off in little ways. Makes me want to do it more than not do it.
I could see Lego owning the world.
Yeah. Miss Ingrid, how do they still? How do you think they steal ideas from watching videos? I mean, I'm just asking.
Well,
I don't think Lego. I don't think Lego steals ideas. I don't think Lego. I don't think Lego. I mean, there's a bunch of people in this world, Miss Ingrid. I think they. I don't think they steal other people's opinion by watching videos. I don't think they even watch videos. But Mayo asked a question earlier as a result. I'm asking questions later on. Later, are Lego sets too big? I think they are to a point. I mean, when you build something, it's hard to display unless you build a.
and how do they just expect us to have all this room for all these big sets?
I exactly. I don't know, Miss Ingrid. I just don't. I don't know why you think that. I mean, what?
There's been a few times I've heard, like, per se, Robin Hood Bricks say along the lines that, the idea is quite similar to my idea. You see what I'm saying? So I could see what she's saying there as to why they would be copying videos, because a lot of the ideas are quite similar, yes, but they may not be actually copying the video in itself. I think Cliffy has a point. There are a bunch of people in the world, and
You think? I mean, do you think more than one person came up with an idea?
right.
I mean, more than one person come up with the same idea. I mean, look. I mean, it's just crazy. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that they're intentionally looking at other people's videos to see what they're going to build. I really don't think they even can be.
If they do, tell them, link them to my lawnmower one. I want a Batman lawnmower Lego set.
I think that's reaching just a little bit, but yeah,
Link them to my channel. They can copy all of it.
it could happen, but I think that's a little reaching just a little bit. Well, I did. I remember one. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the story. I don't know if I should give away the creator's name or not because he's a pretty big YouTuber. Um, he was doing a review on the Avengers Tower, right? The Lego one, and he built him a nice, awesome, big Avengers Tower. I don't know if that gives it away, or is he's just coming out with lights now. But anyway, that's all the hints I'm giving you. He came out and said he made a flat iron mock, saying this is, and he came out and actually, well, let me first say this, and I'll go to that story. The Avengers Tower, he was reviewing it, and he was reviewing his, comparing his to the Lego one, and he literally said, I don't know if Lego heard me or copied my idea. I'm not accusing them, but this is what I did on my mock. And see what Lego did? They did the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my God, you're so conceited. And then the Daily Bugle. I did some research, and I could prove him wrong. I just haven't said nothing to him because I'm not going to start no drama. But if he comes and asks me, I will straight. He built a flat iron building and said that was the actual Daily Bugle. Correct, sir. That was a flat iron building that they used in the movie as a Daily Bugle. But you go look up at the comic books and look at the Daily Bugle, that's what Lego based their Daily Bugle off of, and that's what it looks like out of the comics.
Yeah.
No, sir, your flat iron building was not the original Daily Bugle. I'm sorry. They just used that building for the movie because there's no own building that looks like the Daily Bugle out there. Kind of, that they could use. But
yep.
Enough about the ranting.
That was a good rant. I love how Mayo says, I need a noodle shop for my throat. Like the whole shop or just some noodles, dude?
We could take that so different, 100 million.
I was going to say, I mean, just the noodles will help, but
we could take that 10 different ways, buddy. Oh, geez. I know he is conceited. He is conceited. I don't think he's conceited. I heard more than one person say the same. Well, they're going to be similar. I mean, if you build the Avengers Tower and use the Lego pieces, you're going to use the same technique because that's what the pieces are out there that you can do it with. I mean, it's going to look similar. You're going to build the Avengers Tower. It's going to look like the Avengers Tower. It's going to look similar to everybody's.
It's kind of like if Cliffy and I was to sit here on cam, both have the same exact pieces and both build the same exact mock or close to similar. And then we sit here and banter and say, oh, you stole that idea from me. You put the brick in the same spot. I was thinking that. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. He's a little conceited. Yeah, he's a little.
He is a little conceited. I'm sorry. He just thinks this crap. I mean, he just thinks this stuff is. I mean, I don't know. I've unstubbed. I quit watching them. It's just too much for me. Oh, Miss Eager, we're not. Yeah, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I'm not saying anything like that. Don't take offense about it, honey.
I'm entitled to money. No money? Okay. Well, it was worth a shot.
But yeah, it's all good.
Log in Lego Fortnite keeps bumping me back off to my bench. Really? Do you need to update it? Try to force an update. See if that'll help.
Effing Lego.
That Star Wars is pretty good. I like that Star Wars edition. 2 hours, jeez. It is a little buggy. I am noticing some bugs to it.
Well, I never played it. It doesn't even look fun to me.
How not? You're not into video games at all, so it's not that much of a... Zizou! We started the conversation with you, and now you come in at the end. How dare you? I'm kidding. As usual.
You want to do your daily quest? Oh, I tried watching your stream and I was like I couldn't. I don't know. I tried. Like I said, I played it for 30 minutes, but I couldn't do it. It's just
It's
boring.
better with friends. It's way better when you got other people.
It's not. I mean, I rather actually touch the brick and then play on the game. I just weird. I just can do it.
Yeah.
I'd rather touch the brick and build instead of having it on the game.
Yes, inspiration by the Octane logo on the garage's gasoline pump. What? The designer of the garage modular watched Brickstar's video about the gas and wash express. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
well, I see what you're talking about. Okay, well,
I get it.
I understand what you're all saying. I guess it can happen, but I mean,
I've been trying to watch, but internet wasn't. Oh yes, we were just talking about Zelda. About your lovely the set that they personally released for you, Zizu.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Mayo. I'm glad you got it. But that's not the original Daily Beagle. That's what they used in the movie. But you go look at the comic books, and it shows the Daily Beagle Lego has is looking more like it than the Flat Iron. Flat Iron is not the Daily Beagle. Yeah, I know, Zizu. I went off on. I went off. I was backing you up, man. I went off on it this morning.
Yes, Lego. Yeah, $300 freaking dollars. What the heck?
Craziness.
I haven't even seen it, but it's probably not even worth it. It really is not.
I mean, that tree has to be humongous. I'm sorry, it's just gotta be big.
Oh, you said soup, not shop. That's funny. I said shop.
I think Mayo's got in the past.
I think he is. Have a good one, Miss Ingrid.
I have to travel to DQ Tree and Game and show. You might have to. I'm just saying. I just don't. The $300. Wow.
Yeah. It might be worth $300 in the game.
I really say they should give you the 3 minifigures that they said that they're going to give you, but maybe do a little diorama of a unique scene in the games or an iconic scene in the games, and charge about $100.
So if the set is going to be $300 and you're getting 3 figs and a bunch of pieces, I don't even know how many pieces. How much about 2,500 pieces and 3 figs at a price range of $300? What does that put each fig at a retail value? What the heck?
Things he did the math on is like $80.
Yeah, or ridiculous.
It may be $40 a fig. I don't quite remember it, but he did the math on it.
And that is ridiculous. Blocking such after characters behind paywall.
Yeah. I think it was either $40 a fig or $80 a fig. I forgot what he said last night, but it was crazy. It is super crazy.
When you call Batman, he can.
I haven't seen the picture yet, but we got information and set number from Brick Clicker. Later, Zizu. Have a good one.
Moo. Moo, moo, moo.
You're supposed to be in school anyway. Aren't you supposed to be teaching away at those youngsters? Make them a better adult?
His first class of Friday, they all sit there and watch us.
That'd be cool.
Heck, if I had a Lego crew, I'd sit there and watch us.
Right. So, Cal, what are you doing today? Enough about the price of Lego.
Yeah. It's hard to stay away from the topic of the price of Lego because it's just horrible what they do to us.
It's crazy. It is crazy. It's crazy.
Um,
Well, the only way we're going to stop this is every one of us stops buying it.
yeah.
Do you ever see that happen?
No.
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 I remember back when the gas prices first started going up from $1 or something, and then it got to $3, and everybody was planning on one day we're not going to buy gas. Everybody in the world is not going to buy gas for that one day, and they're going to shut the oil companies down. And then that never happened. People still buying gas. Seth, I'm almost right there beside you. I don't. It's crazy. I don't. And when people say, "Well, we'll quit buying," if you don't like it, don't buy it. Well, okay, but everybody else is going to buy it too. I mean, it's not going to change a thing. Somebody's going to buy Lego that day.
Look, I'm not downing you or your country out there for whoever's listening, but I'm just saying it how I somewhat know it. America is somewhat of a wealthy country. I get we have some little bit of money or what they call money over here, and then there's other countries. I don't know how well uh, Denmark is doing and all that or however, but my point being is not everywhere in the world is going to have the same price range as the U.S. So why the hell is it $300 for a set in the U.S. and and then that varies between different countries. I get that, but see, look, now we're back on the price. But this is what I don't understand. Why can't they just have one price across the board? Because not every country is the same. You know what I mean? Not every country has the same amount of wealth. So what the hell? You're blocking out people.
Look, businesses are going to raise their prices. It doesn't matter if it's Lego, Mountain Dew, uh, whatever, scissors company, pen companies. Their prices are going to go up. They're never going to go back. Once they go up, they're never going to come back down.
Right.
I understand because the gas prices are getting expensive and the insurance prices are, for their employees who build the stuff is going up. So they got to raise their prices to compensate to pay their employees and stuff like that, and shipping and gas and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Lego is plastic, so there's oil. I mean, there's oil in making plastic, so that they got to compensate for that too. And
now,
the price is going to go up. It ain't going to come back down.
Now, what if I triggered people like this?
I can understand the price hike. They got, but they don't have to price it that high. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's just it's crazy.
What if in an unforeseen event, for some reason, oil prices got so ridiculous, Lego ended up telling you, as a Lego collector, hey, buddy, if you want to do a give back program, we'll give you a little bit of Lego. You see, just to keep them, What if we were to reuse our brick in that sort of way? They
buy plastic pellet. Whatever's made out of plastic is made out of oil, so it doesn't matter what they buy plastic pellet or whatever. It's still made out of oil, buddy.
Yeah. Your makeup, every little thing in this world has oil to it. Not every little thing, but a lot of things that you see and use on a daily basis have some little bit of oil that was made into it, that was put into it. But oil runs this world.
but I think it's crazy that they give. I mean, like I said, it's all a chain reaction. The gas prices go up, everything goes up. Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They have to, because you don't get plastic without the oil.
Lego had $2 billion profit last year. The price hike.
Gee,
Yes.
that's profit. That's pocketed money.
Well, I agree.
But yet everybody sees profit as a good thing.
I'm not. I'll be a little devil's advocate here. It wouldn't be a company if they were in it to make money. Why would you run a business if you don't want to make money? I mean, that's the point of working, for having a job, is to make money to pay your bills and have a little bit extra to do whatever you want with, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point of owning a business, working, and stuff like that. But I do agree that I mean, it's still a little. You got to find a happy medium somewhere.
Yeah.
You got to find a happy medium somewhere. You can't. I mean, you can't price your product so high that the people that can't afford to buy it.
Contracts with sellers of plastic. I'm sure they have fixed prices, but they still have raised and lowered prices. The market itself fluctuates. It's never going to be one total price across the board because it in itself is not. It's not lifelong. It's an oil. It's it's not meant to be here for forever. So it will go up and down. It has value.
The days of us buying gas for under $1 is over. They're not coming down on the prices ever.
You'll be lucky to see it under $3 again.
Gas prices, I think, is the only thing that fluctuates. But when a business raises their prices, they're not going to decrease their prices. They're just going to go up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
All this that we're seeing at the moment, this is your new norm. This is what you will see in prices for the next at least 4 to 5 years, if not more pricing, because this is the way they want it.
I don't see it ever getting any better. I mean, it's not just Lego. I think everybody goes up. Everything.
Exactly.
Everything in the world is going to go up. I don't think it's ever going to come back down. Lego, toilet paper, shoes, whatever, it's going to go up.
At this point, everybody might as well go buy yourself a chicken and a cow and call it good.
Well, good thing on contracts is that the contracts do run out, and then that's when they're going to say, "Oh, no, you can't get it at the same price. You want to jack up prices? You can sign a contract now." Trust me, Mayo, they compensate for that.
Yeah. There's a lot of fluctuation in the budget there.
All right, guys. Well, man, this was an interesting hour of coffee time.
Yeah.
I think we done our 1 year talk about price and money of the year. This is not a good subject.
We'll be back next week.
And it all started out with Zelda.
Yeah, it literally did this time. We'll be back again next week to rant about changing prices of Lego. Oh, yes.
We're not. No. We're not doing that. No, it's a bad thing.
I don't know what I'm doing with the rest of my day. I gotta go pick up my daughter from school later. I might go play Star Wars right now.
I am going to go pay bills. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what we'll do. But we do want to appreciate this Sunday night. We will have Clicken Bricken come back and hang out with us Sunday night, 8 p.m. Central on my time. And then, but we do want to appreciate everybody's support today and ongoing. And I promise not every coffee time is going to be about the price of Lego. It's crazy. I don't know.
It's just if the price was not such an issue, it would not be such a topic. Yeah. What's up, Johnny G?
I guess everybody's ready for us to end this stupid subject. Everybody's saying bye.
That's funny.
I think they're tired of the subject. What do you say, Cal?
Cliffy didn't even say goodbye yet, and everybody's already saying bye.
Yeah, why are you going to say goodbye? Everybody's saying bye. What the heck? What the heck is this crap?
They ended the show before we could.
Oh, jeez. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
That done with us. Look at she is completely done with us.
That's funny.
All right, guys.
Oh.
Hey, Seth Biggins. Hey. All right, guys. We are done. You'll have a wonderful weekend. If we don't see you again Sunday night, come back. Bye-bye. Don't forget, keep clicking and breaking.